My name is Dan Myers. I had hip replacement surgery done at Skaggs. The pain in my left hip was killing me. It just hurt all the time. It did keep me from doing some things, like putting a lot of stress on it, squatting and that kind of thing. I limited my activity on that hip. I sat a lot and then gave in and went to see Dr. Huffman, who I had heard was a very, very good, well-known, renowned hip surgeon.
He had really bad arthritis in his hip. He had virtually no motion of his hip left. He couldn't internally rotate or externally rotate. He was having severe groin pain. His activities of daily living were severely curtailed. He couldn't walk for any period of time. He couldn't go up and down stairs without severe pain.
When you're in pain, you can't think of anything but the pain. You can't get away from it.
We tried some anti-inflammatories, but the changes were so bad, we had to go to a total joint on him because there was nothing else that was going to make him better.
So the surgery was performed on October 3rd, 2011.
A couple years back, we started out with the Marshall Steele program, which is a program that was developed to encourage these patients to get better faster. We found out that once they're motivated, and they motivate each other, actually in the floor where they compete on how much they can do, when they can do it, and these patients do quite well. Their pain level actually is decreased because they see the other patients, they do much better, they don't have the pain levels that they did, and they actually go home a lot sooner than they used to.
A big part of the preparation was a class hosted by Andrea, and she prepared us very well. She had slides and handouts and showed us the actual joint and balls that they would be using. And so when I went in, there were no surprises. She told us what they were going to do, and that's what they did.
In the past, before we had the Joint and Spine Center, the patients would kind of come to surgery, you'd talk to them a little bit, try to give them an overview on what's a total joint replacement involved. But now they've got whole notebooks on what's going on, what's going to happen to them. They have an educator that talks to them about the total joint, what to happen, expect before, after the surgery, when they go home.
I wasn't in the hospital long. I think it was 2 days and 2 nights. And they made me walk out using a walker so I wouldn't fall. We started moving immediately. And of course I knew that was going to happen. They said, you will walk home.
We get you up and get you moving first day. Day of surgery, you're up and walking, transferring to a chair. You have a community therapy, if you will. Everybody that has a joint together goes to therapy together. They have a competition where they can compete how far they can go. I think the patients really tend to enjoy that. It gets them motivated more than that if you just lay in a bed. We have a place where the people's family can come and spend the night with them if they desire. We've got an excellent nursing staff which are specifically trained how to take care of joint patients.
After the operation and the stent in the hospital, we went to the Skaggs Therapy Center. That was an enjoyable experience, actually. I was very pleased that I recovered as quickly as I did. I didn't have to lay in bed for 2 weeks. I was up and on the go immediately. Now, I didn't have to sit and rest and recuperate. They fixed me up good, and I was on my feet again and going.
I think he's doing quite well now. I don't think he has any significant limp, and his growing pain is gone.
Today, and for quite some time now, I've been able to do everything. I'm not limited at anything. I can squat down and pull grass out of my garden. I can do everything.
97% of the patients that have total joints wonder why they waited so long. They are very happy they did the procedure. I can't say that they've got 20-year-old hips, but I can say it gets rid of most of their pain, and they can no longer have that pain that they had before. They can now do the things that they want to do to have a happy life.
I'm glad I chose Skaggs and Dr. Huffman because it got fixed. It's well, and I'm functioning properly now. Otherwise, no way.